Hello, Israel. It's me, Stephen Heaven, coming to you once again with another video. Can have no rights to the video or music, only for educational purposes only. Here at YouTube, let's listen to him speak about the world news, speak about the hurricanes and tornadoes and the bad weather that the cities and everywhere is getting. We're getting some bad weather here where I am, and it's going to get worse a little later. So let's hear what he got to say. Let's get into it, Israel.
Hey guys, is
Big Data Happiness is a female-founded company based right
Excuse me,
here in
Israel,
Menominee,
and not stand
Wisconsin.
commercials.
We do everything.
August 16th, 2023, 7 p.m. Central here in the U.S. God bless you and yours no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell with for critical future updates. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bunch of tropical storms, hurricanes, and tropical depressions and waves, and they're all headed, well, somewhere or another, right? I want to start off with the chance that there's going to be something forming in the Gulf of Mexico here, and they're looking at the next few days, giving it a 20% chance of formation. I believe because of how hot the waters are, that will be much higher tomorrow. You can see here the waters in the Gulf of Mexico are 85 plus degrees. Very, very good environment for these tropical storms to develop. So they're giving this a 20% chance. We also have two tropical waves coming off of Africa, both with a 50% chance over the next few days to develop. Now, I will say they look like they're going north to me. This maybe not so much. We're going to look at some other ones over here that may cross into the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to take a look at the next few days of what's going on here. So we have two tropical waves coming off of Africa, one really starting right there in the Gulf of Mexico. Take a look at all that stuff, and let's start out looking at how about our 7-day forecast off the Pacific coast here. We already have, yes, you saw it right, that's Tropical Storm Hillary and Tropical Storm Fernanda. We also have another area that has a 20% chance of formation over the next couple of days. I believe that this could actually move into the Gulf, and that might be what they're foreseeing. Let's keep looking though, because there's another tropical storm. You saw Fernanda on the last picture. Greg just made it under Hawaii. Either Fernanda or Hillary. Gosh, help Hawaii. After what they've been through in the last couple of days, Hillary could end up on their doorstep here. And of course, that is Maui right there. Hopefully everyone watched my videos about Maui. We have another tropical storm that just crossed over Japan, of all places. This is where the 3 nuclear plants are being built. There's 5 more being built right here. So a tropical disturbance, that storm passed over. It's now located basically on the backside of Japan. It's going to cross back over.
Sorry, Israel.
And perhaps will end up hitting the U.S. We'll have to find out. Definitely headed towards the Russian Peninsula and the Aleutian Islands. This is the Japanese. All right, I want to take a look. This is not even a named storm right now. Amazing. This is what I thought might jump. We also have something off of the Yucatan Peninsula here. We also had something hit Florida today. It had rotation, looked just like a tropical storm. I guess it wasn't intense enough. And we have several disturbances coming off the coast here. I believe that these are the two that they're given merit to, but we have more more fun coming off of Africa very shortly here. This is myfoxhurricane.com. Now, this is kind of what's saving us right now, but also pushing PM 2.5.
Bad weather all around the world, Israel.
Into all of Northern and South America, Central America, into Mexico, all of the Gulf Coast states, and really all the way through into Arizona, Colorado, into the Central Plains, even the northern Central Plains. Let's take a look at just 2 days of this. Today's the 16th. It doesn't go very far, but look how quick the sand is moving. Now I'm thinking the two storms, unless they break north of this sand, will actually, deteriorate. But if they don't break north of the sand, look what's happening here. New Mexico, Texas, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. Now they will never show you what's going to really happen. Look how thick the sand is here. That's PM 2.5, the deadliest particulate known to man. Particulates are so deadly, these PM 2.5s, they pass between the blood-brain barrier, killing, in 2016, over 4 million people just because of particulates. Just 10 micrograms per meter cubed increases your lung cancer percentage by 36%. Guys, this is hundreds. And a lot of the regions that they're blaming on these wildfires out of Canada, they'll soon be out of Arizona, Colorado, Walnut Springs. They'll soon be out of Oregon. Right now they're blaming the Northern Territory and Quebec on all the PM 2.5. I believe that this has more than a lot to do with it, period. Alright, so this is what happened today. We had something.
Knock knock. Hi there. I'd love to show you what a K-12 powered school is really like. Step inside. Yep.
Alright, that's my father. We'll call him back. They had something that looked like a tropical disturbance make land still offshore on Tampa here. And, let me say it, there's a lot of disturbances going on here, okay? A lot. And I know that everyone in Florida was grateful to get rain. I'm guessing it's going to pop over into the Atlantic and then probably swirl around and be part of these systems if they make it in the Caribbean and the Gulf Coast. So I think that's what you're seeing. You're already seeing it move over the Orlando area here into the Atlantic. And from there, we'll have to see where it goes. Right. So, it's kind of what we're seeing real time. This is a tropical storm. This is a tropical storm. I guess this is the latest tropical storm here. Let's see. No, it's Hillary, of course, or it's the combination of Hillary and the tropical wave coming off the coast currently. So, Hillary looks like a killer. Pun intended, right? Pun intended. So guys, I didn't want to tell anyone, but I woke up with a bloodshot eye and a black eye. I'm part of the Black Eye Club now. Of course, I did call the surgeons immediately. They said, "Oh no, that's normal. That's normal. Tough it out with that one opioid we gave you." Anyway, so my left eye and my right eye hurt like shit. Now, I think I can see a lot better, but I will say, I'm in a lot of pain. But you know what? I guess that means I'm alive. If you're in pain, you're alive. So, with that going on, I wanted to show you all some tips from today. I got my truck at 108 degrees, 113, happened to be right here. It says 100 degrees. Now, maybe currently it is at 8 o'clock. We had 104, 108 earlier. And this is the temperatures that are going to form this tropical storm, either the one that pops over, that we see right here, look at it, Hillary, see it? Or the 3 or 4 inbound, or the one that they think will form right here. You can see the circulation starting. Let's see if it actually turns into something like Hillary. Remember, counterclockwise. This is actually spinning clockwise. Please look. Now, if they try to call a hurricane out of something clockwise, look how hot it's going to get. Then we're going to have a real big problem here. And we're actually almost to the point where they say a hurricane is going to form. everything's clockwise here. Big problem for me. Now, AI is not always 100% right. Wow. Wow. Monday, it's going to mean 130 degrees here on the pavement. Wow. I got to prepare for that day. Monday. Unbelievable. Now, we got a cool front today. It went down to 98 degrees. 109 degrees at 3 p.m. I bet it gets hotter at 5. So that's right where I live. What a terrible situation. The hottest summer that I remember. Although I know there's been a lot more hotter summers. I know because they erased my video covering the actual years and months, right? They took it down. Look at this. Wow. So, look into the Gulf of Mexico. I see no rotation. Hillary looks like it moved on towards Hawaii. And these temperatures are hot. Wow. So I guess we're dealing with the hottest week ever over the next 7 days. We'll keep going there. No one should be happy about this. This Gulf of Mexico is as hot as I've ever seen it. The waters are up towards 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And if we do get any rotation or any storm, and look, it looks like it's starting to rotate here. Let's see. It said early next week. This is Monday. This AI is pretty good. They're having it start to rotate here. Oh. Let's make it go. I think they're right over 90 degrees. It won't go. Alright, so what we'll do is go on to the next slide. So this is for Tiffany. I'm so glad she's here. I pulled all the rest of the slides up for Tiffany. There's what I think is a volcanic magma fire in the Canary Islands, right? Right? You know I don't lie. There's a picture of what's going on now. Hundreds evacuated from path of wildfire in Canary Islands. La Palma! Totally pulled up for Tiffany, guys. But wait, it gets better. Tenerife wilderness leads to evacuation of wildfires, leads to evacuation of villagers. And that is La Palma. Out of every island in the world, La Palma. The island of Tenerife, watch. I already pulled it up. It's the one that we would call.
There's a big government scandal going on that you need to know about it. The government is actually stealing money from unsuspecting property owners.
We would call the same island that almost exploded, and i.e. created a landslide and a tsunami, right, Tiff? So this is the big fire. Remember, the sensors make it spotty. This is one big fire right here. And look, there's not a lot of timber on this island whatsoever. Zoom out so you can see. This is the island that we had the problems with lately. Everyone thought the northeastern side would blow up and fall off. No, I told you no. Now this is, I think, got to be. It's all over the pines. There's very little pine left here. You can see that Santa Cruz de Turnoff has not actually, erupted in some time, so there are forests above it, but the forests are catching on fire. I believe magma incursion is to blame. We'll look at a map soon, but this is all on fire. And you know what? It can burn everything that's green here, which goes all the way down to TF28. It could be, we've already had thousands of people evacuated, period. And I think this is 4 hours ago. Yep, 4 hours ago. I wanted to show y'all something even funnier. Everything is hashtag climate change. Now I want to prove that now. Let's see. climate change. I kind of hashtag some of these things. Climate change, wildfires burn in Canary Islands. I did not know that Canada also owned a portion and they're part of Portugal. I did not know that until today. So the Canary Islands are co-owned. There's portions owned by Canada, portions owned by Portugal. I thought they were exclusively Portugal property. So, learn something every day, right? These are the pictures, and you can see, just like I said, I'm not going to play this video, but a lot of greenery that can, well, and has fired up. This is from last night here, right? It's a serious situation. Thousands of people evacuated. It's kind of like a repeat of Maui, except for Maui has so many questions with it. We're going to do a live here soon about it. I hope y'all are ready for a horror show, because it's another horror show for sure. We talked about every fire sensor, every fire station within all these trees. It's going to be tens of thousands of acres are on fire, okay? If you back up, you might be able to see it a little bit better. Isn't that weird? You'd think if you zoom in, you can see it a little bit better. Each dot is another fire station that's on fire right now. Several thousand, if not tens of thousands of acres here. And in my opinion, this is the same area we were dealing with when the volcanoes started to act up last year, right? I got you, Tiff. I do think it's the same area. Now, this is even more of a freak show. No thunderstorms. We already looked at that. No thunderstorms down in here. But today at 2:35 p.m., just so y'all know where we are, Boca Chica, SpaceX is right here. This is the border of Mexico and the United States, and all of a sudden we had a tornado here at 2:35 in the afternoon with nothing going on. It's a ship channel, totally freak of nature, and then you follow it up, and what do you end up with? Well, I'm afraid you end up with Boca Chica. I'll see if I can show you the walking paths that they all walk from, because all they employ is $5 an hour labor. You'll laugh. Alright. Zoom into Boca Chica. We call it SpaceX. There's a launch facility. This is actually a walking trail that's been formed here. They won't let me go any further. We might have to go to Google Maps. But it actually comes all this way, and these people walk all this way every day. Now, there's a lot that's been taken out here. There's been bridges built for them to get over here, and they walk down this path. At least the path that you can see here. I think the bridge is further up this way. Every single day there's parking lots here. You can see that they've been blacked out. They don't want you to know that they're using $7 an hour welders on SpaceX, the one that's, going to Mars, 34.4 million miles away. Not 200 miles, not 244,000 miles, 34.4 million miles away, right? Good luck. Good luck. Let's see if we can get a picture of anything. Orbital Tank Farm. Laugh out loud. Look, this is the actual rocket over here. I mean, this gets fun to even think about. Orbital Launch Mount. There's a little king thing next to it. That is funny as all hell. Go to Google Maps. It's the launch mount. Now, why would there be, look, there it is. Why would there be a tornado right here? In the midst of, oh, look, there's the rocket they're saying is there. That's current right there. You'll see it? Now, it's made of steel. How far do you guys think, and this is the test of the engine they did the other day. If y'all saw it, this is where they tested the engine. Look how tall the engine is. Now, they're being very careful. This is the landing module, and they did a very good job on shading. They followed up the orbital launch mount with shading. I mean, they did a great job. I would give this an A++ CGI, because that's all this is CGI. And it's sad that the U.S. public pays hundreds of millions of dollars for a SpaceX launch facility when it should be a private business. Enjoy the show, right? All right. So, real quickly, we're going to be back. See what y'all had to say about this. So my eye is black, just like the Black Eye Club. My eye's bloodshot. Both eyes hurt like shit. Well, there's a lot of people out there, I will say, at least 10 people that believe that it was a natural occurrence. And that is fine, because I don't have the answers. Now if I do have facts, I will feed them to you, but in this instance, everything's going to be, a conspiracy theory until proven right, like every other conspiracy theory has. James, what's the difference between a conspiracy theory and the fact? Oh, well, about 6 to 9 months, usually. Period. Now we're going to come back. I'll ask y'all a question real quick. Space weather or Maui? It's going to be it.
I think Israel. It's just my thoughts. That it could be Nibiru or Planet X, if they're calling it, or Planet Hell. Whichever you prefer. It's causing this global warming, so they say. It's heating up the earth. Making the earth hotter. Causing volcano eruptions, hurricanes, tornadoes, bad weather, mudslides, floods. I believe it's the Nibiru, Planet Hell, and the Most High, but mostly Planet Hell, because it's heating up the earth. It's getting hotter and hotter. I know some cities is in the hundreds. So yeah, I believe it's Planet X or Nibiru.
I'm not going to redo all their shit here. See if we'll let y'all check that out. So, Tiffany, kind of, I know you want to go to La Palma. Now, well, it's on fire again. And I think it will be in the news very soon. Maybe another Maui. I don't know if the property is worth $1 million a quarter acre, but Maui turns out some of the most expensive property in the world. Much so more than Beverly Hills or Los Angeles, much so more than, I guess, everywhere in the world. Where's Obama's house? Just bought a new one. So Obama's on Maui too, but no one's mentioned it. What a shit show! I looked at. Let's see. So obviously he is. Obviously, he is on Maui. It's a shit show, right? My police reported. So, obviously, he was on Maui, just like Oprah, just like all of the deep state clowns. All of the shills that we know have houses on Maui. So does Obama. I thought his might be on the Big Island, but it turns out, I guess we're wrong, right? Wow. So, good times as usual. As usual. How do you escape? Well, because they have a good aim by now. A very good aim. Alright, let's take a look at space weather today, guys, and we'll figure out what's going on. I did not know I left that off all my list today. I thought that might be a case in point. Obama and, of course, Oprah Winfrey are best friends, so that means that they'd have property together. And he was on Maui too. But every news source in the country has left that one so important fact out. What y'all don't realize is the people in Maui hated the elite coming to take their land for millions of dollars, paying 100% in premiums. They wouldn't even let them go into the town. There were signs everywhere for Hawaiians only. There's a translation, but I've already read and seen everything. And they decided, since they couldn't have it, they would take it out. A very dangerous group of elite sociopaths, period. So just remember that. If they can't have it, they will take it out, as they did. Wow. God bless you guys. We'll be back with Space Weather Update very soon. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Maui. I can't believe Obama was on Maui and not the Big Island. Wow. I did do a list earlier, but how could they have left Obama off of it? Unbelievable. You have to actually go search. Then it's still hard to find. Always a great time here. Thank you guys. God bless. If you can, help us with a coffee. It's greatly appreciated.
All right, much love, Israel.
Woke up with a black eye.